So, but then let me just, I think I'll have to rush now. Okay, so, that's a book, right?
Hello
Are we good,
everyone.
guys?
I'm so sorry for joining really late.
All right. Apology accepted. Okay, so we have Nancy. We have. Did anybody just leave? Peter, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Hello.
I'm here.
Okay.
We are
Okay.
complete.
So we have. Okay, you are complete now.
Apart from Jeremiah, he said he has a low battery.
Okay. That's the only guy we are leaving out. All right, guys. Good evening. My name is Kingsley once again, and I'm going to be taking. Yesterday we spoke extensively about why we have to be interested in what we are doing here, which is Facebook ads, right? And then I think we made some. I shared some terms because off my head I'm going to be using those terms while I get started here. So I want you all to stay with me, right? Do I have your commitment on that? And then prepare your questions. So once we're done, we're going to move to the WhatsApp, or we can do the question and answer here right away. So I want to be sure I have everybody. Please try and be concentrated. Like this is, I was telling Pete. Okay, I tell a couple of people that I spend money learning this. So once you're getting it at almost not the same money I spent for it, then I think you should pay good attention to it, right? So I'm going to get started right away. So yesterday we spoke about starting all of those terms, impressions and the likes and so on. There was a lady that asked me about how she's I think Facebook charging her too much on conversations. So when she run conversion ads, is she here? That should be fitness something, but I think yeah, fitness something. Are you guys with me? I'm not getting any
Yeah.
response.
That's Nancy. She's here. Yeah.
That's Nancy. Okay, she's here. Nancy, can you hear me? Okay, I'll assume she can hear me. So um let's go straight into it. This is my Facebook page, right? Can you see these guys? So facebook.com and then log into my Facebook page. I think we can all do that, right? So once you do this, there are two ways you can get into the Facebook Ads Manager. There are two ways you can get into the Facebook Ads Manager. One is by clicking on this drop-down menu. I'm sure we can see this. Can you see this drop-down menu? So once you come to this drop-down menu, you can click on Manage Ads. It takes you manager where you can now begin to make adjustments to your ad and maybe create an ad. So yes, it brings me here, and then you click on this. You can see my name, EGK. So it takes me to the ad manager. So that's one way of getting into this ad manager, right? There's also another way, and this other way I use because I work almost like an agency. So I run ads for a couple of clients, and each of them I have their own ads account or ads manager account. So I remember yesterday I made this explanation. Did I make it? Yes, I think I did. I explained the difference between a business manager and then an ad account. Right? So business manager is like the overall. Okay, this is my account just opened, right? My network is a bit slow, but it's fine. So I explained what an ad account is, and I explained what business manager is. Business manager compound itself. Ad manager is like the office for running ads, right? So we just access ads manager. Can you see that? Can you all see my cursor? I think yes. So we have it right here. So you can see this is ads manager, as you can see, right? So you know how I got here. And this is the second way of getting into your ads account. You come here and type in business for Facebook.com. Yeah, I think somebody is teaching us to be a good father or good mother, whichever. Okay, so business of Facebook.com. You can see that and enter. That's another way to access your ads account, right? So I need this. All right, so this, of course, because I've run all of this 2020 tech bots 3-in-1, blah blah, and a couple of other ads I about today. We're going to be talking about the structures of Facebook ads or Facebook ads manager or structures of rolling an ad. So when we get there, we're going to talk about why you have to choose. Remember yesterday we spoke about marketing objectives, right? Deciding factor for say this is why I'm running ads today, or this is why I intend running ads. So hi guys, me.
Yes, well, with you.
Yes.
Hi guys, me. Hello.
Hello, well,
Come on,
with you.
I need to get.
Hear you.
We can hear you, but I think
I'm
even
sure I'm not here alone.
your network is acting up.
Olamide, Peter. Okay, so maybe I'll just progress like that. I'm totally assuming you guys are in. So now the first thing we're going to talk about, or I'm going to explain like this, that we have the structures of your ads are divided into three, right? We have campaign, we have ad set, which is the second one right here, and then we have ads, right? So let's get talking about campaign. So like I mentioned yesterday, that you need to have a marketing objective before you can decide what a marketing plan, so that before you can decide what your okay, we can hear you. I think it's your network. Okay, all right, guys. Okay, I'll just proceed. So you have objective here. So like I said, at the back of your mind, you need to know, why am I running this ad? Do I need to sign up? Do I need to make sales? Do I need to increase my page visit? Do I need to increase my page likes? Do I need to just get attention? You know, I use an example of the Airtel ads. A couple of us might have seen like 10 or 15 times, right? So that is an example. So here we have our objectives. So the objectives here are now divided into three. You have awareness. You understand what that means. So you just want to create awareness. You want to create a buzz. And the second one talks about consideration, right? So this is like a second level. You want people to begin to consider. People have seen what you have to offer, and then they are considering, okay, should I, right? So the third one is conversion. So let's go straight to awareness. Underneath it, you can see the first one talks about brand awareness. So the first one talks about brand awareness. So talking about brand awareness, just like we mentioned yesterday, you just want people to be aware of what you're doing, just like the Airtel ads, MTN ads. So when those guys run ads, because they have huge budgets, yes, we always attribute these ads to people with large budget. So you just want your ads or your creative. So when I'm talking about ads right here, I'm talking about your creative, that's your design, your poster. As, excuse me, as we understand it better that way, right? So when I'm saying your ads, I'm talking about your poster or your content or whatever you're putting out, right? So that's brand awareness. So we always attribute people who do brand awareness ads to people who just they have a lot of money to spend running ads. Like when we did with ad budget of 200K, right? People just give you 200K to spend on adverts or Facebook ads, right? So those guys can do brand awareness because the system will push out your ads to, is the way it streamlines it. So it pushes your ads out to people who are going to view them, right? Second one is reach. So reach talks about unique people, right? Not just anybody. While the brand awareness could be just like we explained yesterday, we did impression and reach, right? Could be everybody. If we wait, regardless, maybe 2 different times or 3 different times, they don't care. That's why you can see one ad, see it first time, see it second time, right? That's impression. But for reach, they want specific users, different users. So let one user see this ad at least one time. So you get to just once. So that's for awareness ads, right? Then we go to considerations. In considerations, we are going to be talking about all of this. So the first one here is traffic. So what does traffic means? Traffic is just the way we talk about traffic, like normal transportation term, right? Directing traffic. Say you are directing people to a particular direction, or you are pulling people to a particular direction, a particular spot, a particular content, a particular place, a particular position, whatever you want to use. So traffic is a choice you make or you use. It's an option you use when you have an intention of taking people either to a website, either to a Google form, either to a page, like a page link, like maybe Instagram page or whatever page, probably to a post, to the event post or something like that. So that's what traffic is about, directing people to, whether be it within Instagram or outside Instagram or within Facebook. You get, so you're driving traffic to a particular place, right? So that's when you select this option. So if you have a form, you have an event and you want people to click on that learn more button and it takes them to filling up the form, then this is what you should select, right? Traffic is what you should select. The next one is engagement, right? So what's engagement? Like just like I mentioned yesterday when we shared those terms, engagement includes shares, comments, like, what have you, all of those things you do to a post, right? Yes, so comments, shares, likes, um, what have you, whatever, just all of those things that are done to prove that okay, somebody engaged with this post. So it encompasses all of it. What happens when you run ads that with this option, when you click on this option, is that Facebook sends your ad or your creative or your poster to people who are likely to engage. Do you understand? Just like I said yesterday, Facebook has a lot of data. So they know people who click on content as soon as they see them. They know all of those behavioral tendencies of certain Facebook users. So they can say, okay, this person is going to click, this person won't click, this person will click, and this person won't click. So that's for engagement, right? Yeah, the next one is app install. So app install is, of course, there will be a link on this particular option. So they will drop a link. So if you have that an app you want to run ads for, and probably you want people to do a direct download, there's a place for the link for you to drop the link. Same thing with the traffic. There's a place for you to drop the website link as well. The app install, there'll be a place you drop the app install link, right? Then the next one is video views. So you want to boost views on a particular video post you made or something, right? This is a good place to start, a good option to select, right? So it's same for lead generation. Lead generation talks about you want to generate lead, you want people to put in a, just like it's also a good option for sign up, right? So you want people to fill up certain details, maybe their email address, phone number, what have you. Then messages takes people directly to your DM, WhatsApp page or messenger. Do you get? So you just want people to directly send you a DM, just like the ads. Okay, you saw some ads on my screen when we started. So one of them I did a direct DM. So it depends. All of these things, like I said earlier, depends on your both your creative, I mean your poster, and then your marketing objective, right? So the design I did for the woman had a lot of almost everything I wanted. So you already know everything about the ad. Your own is just okay, I'm interested. So because I don't need to go somewhere else, just once you just click the link, you're already in the person's DM and you are saying, I'm interested in this. How do I get it? You understand? So I know I've done all the marketing on the poster. But then if you have not done any marketing on the poster and you just go to DM, the person when the person enters your DM, they will now start long questions. Do you get? Or they may not be convinced enough. Do you understand? So if they're not convinced enough, then they can't start any conversation. So you need to consider all of this before you pick any of these options. Then you go to conversion ads. We have conversions, we have catalog sales and store traffic. Hardly run ads on any of this, and the reason is because they are better optimized. Just like when we were talking about those ones under construction, I explained to you how that Facebook optimizes it to suit the audience that are most high. What's the word now? I'm looking for an exact word. That are most vulnerable to taking those actions. Yes, that's the word. Right. So if you are seeing engagement, Facebook will post those content to people who are vulnerable to engage. Like these guys engage a lot. Make sure Facebook will take it there. It's a hair. Video views. These people used to watch videos a lot. Let's show it to them. During it. So Facebook too, they want to take your money, so they want results. Do you understand? So all of these things are tailored to give you that exact result that the objective is talking about, right? So they will try their best because they know maybe they will charge you a certain, just like one of them charges per 1,000 impressions. So if Facebook has not given you 1,000, so sometimes I run ads. I don't know. Okay, I can't go back. There are ads I give live budget as maybe 5,000 or 10,000 or 15,000, and then Facebook end up spending lesser, maybe 13,500. That's because they didn't meet it within the time frame I put. They didn't meet the exact impression or the exact clicks or the exact link clicks that I wanted or that we agreed on. When I mean we agreed on, I mean I just spend 1,000 a day. So I didn't get the exact amount of clicks that's supposed to be equal to 1,000 in a day. Do you understand? So they cannot charge that one. So they will charge 800 and something naira or something. Do you understand? So essentially applies here. All of these, they are tailored or they are wired or created with certain tweaks to e-commerce sites. That was what I was trying to see yesterday about Jumia and the likes, right? So conversions are best for e-commerce sites. Catalog sales. So this one directing people directly the particular catalog. Maybe you have where you have shoes. So you get all of these things require certain links and pixels. You have to copy and paste. So all of these three like this, they work best with all of those platforms. The most popular one, most Facebook advertisers or agencies or whoever does the traffic, right? Because this traffic sometimes can also do the work of a couple of them. It can do the work of lead generation, just like I said, sign up and all the rest. It can do the same work as a messaging. In some cases, maybe if it's a WhatsApp link you want them to message you on. But if it's directly to your Instagram DM, the messages here will be the best option, right? So now you can see that this requires you to have a marketing plan, right? Or marketing objective. That okay, this is what I'm running this ad to achieve. And then before you can now select one of these, right? So we go down to the next one, which is ad set. So in ad set, we will be talking about audience placement and budgets and audience placement, budget, and then schedule, right? So let's us just go ahead and pick traffic here. Mm, Okay, so I mentioned all of this, so don't worry, we'll come back to it some other time. But we need to complete this overview. So let's keep this going. So we talk about, so this is ad sets here right now, right? All of these ones are not. So we are talking about audience, we're talking about placement, and talking about budget and schedule, right? So now this is like where the whole magic or the whole how play, right? This is the proof of expertise here. So when we're talking about audience, we're talking about who do you want these ads to be shown to. So um if I'm selling, let me say on this for ladies, right? Do I want my ads to be going to guys? Of course not. Of course. So this is we say if you're running an advert for um post me or what is the name of what do I what example do I give right now? I wish we have been everybody was talking. I was going an example. Okay, so let's talk about you are selling mail shoe, right? You want to do a better targeting. The better results will come when you are sending to you are running your ads to guys, right? Unless on special occasions, maybe vow day when you are now running to opposite sex because you are trying to convince them to buy for their guys or their dads or something, right? And Father's Day exactly. So audience talks about who do you want these ads to be shown to, right? Who are those? So why when we get talking about audience, I always tell people you need to start thinking. If you're a business person, you need to start thinking about who are your ideal customers. That's where we get to talk about customer avatar, or some people call it buyer personnel, who is a typical representative of your customer, right? So if it's somebody who sells um what's the word now? Okay, talk about lingerie, like ladies on this, right? You can say you can have a target and say you cannot be selling for Gbogbo Ero now. So you might say, okay, I sell for young people, maybe 18 to 25. Let's say they are designer types, right? 18 to 25, for example. And then you can now begin to say, okay, where can I find those people? Are they male or female? So you can now begin to do all of those things. Your exact audience, right? You can now begin to cut them um um into batches or into um levels of okay who are likely to take more actions, right? So you need to begin to decide my audience are within 18 to 25. They are male, they are female, their demographic, their interest, their behavior, demographic in the sense of where do they stay. Maybe you are selling something in Lagos, you are selling those same lingerie in Lagos, right? You cannot now put just two inside bus to Delta. You have a more better chances of selling to people in Lagos than in Delta, right? Because those was when they hear delivery fee is 2K. How much is now the thing I'm buying? You understand? So you want to also talk about locations and all of that. So that's the option on this ad set, right? Your audience. You need to really, really think about this is where I'll be dropping our assignment actually. So pick out a particular business you have in mind, maybe one you're working on, one you intend to start, and begin to think who is my target audience, right? You need to talk about all of these things I just mentioned, their location, if it's location based, right? Talk about their location, talk about their age range. So age range, you need to talk about it cannot be everybody. And don't say 18 to 65. I know here on my screen it has 18 to 65 because it is the option, available options. For instance, when I ran a promotion recently for somebody who sells toy, right? Toy for kids. And it was Father's Day, right? So we are running it for fathers. Our copy had a lot of things of fathers and how that getting their kids a toy and blah 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 like that. So we are only asked to fathers, right? Who will be a father? People within let's say 30, maybe their early 30s or let's say from 25, worst case scenario from 25 to 50. 65, right? Just a pinch of them are online, right? So you need to talk about the age of your target audience. Talk about gender, right? So are they more male or more female? The idea sometimes you might be caught in the middle of saying, "But guys used to buy my stuff," or but ladies, you understand. But you need to build a when we are talking about this particular customer personnel, we're talking about something that can represent a higher percentage of your buyers. Do you understand? So not just I'm not saying that all those other people you won't advertise to them in the long run, but then you need to have a picture of who your typical target audience is, right? So that's the agenda, that's the whole essence of having a buyer personnel or customer avatar or whatever name whoever choose to call it. But those are the terms they give them, right? So put down the agenda, then tell me their demographic, where do they stay, what are they interested in. Let me help you out with some options there, right? So we have yep, we have demography and I see a whole lot of them, but right? You need to tell me about their education, finance, financial standing, life event, parents. So basically, just drop demograph. Let me not confuse you with all of this, but you need to talk about their demograph, right? Talk about their interest. What are they interested in? So people who are interested in what? So if probably are selling dog food, you want to talk about people who are interested in pets, right? So your target audience, where can you find them? How do they think? What do they feel? Do you get like what page do they follow? So if you are running an advert for um, buying land, young guys may want to type in things like what's the word? Yeah, target we want to sell lands, right? So you want to target people who have preference for luxury items. So let's say you are selling land in Lekki and all of that. You want to target people who can afford it. So we are going for people in their early 30s, early to 30 to 50. Do you understand? People around 25, 24, they are still gathering money. I'm not saying they don't have money, but you want people who will give you better results, right? So you put all of those, you want to start type people who have, some of them might have gone online to search for housing. So you can type housing, you get, see housing, estates, you get. So when I say talk about, when I'm talking about people, the audience, like you need to see how they feel, what they think, how they are adjusting to life. There are, of course, people who will want to buy those lands. They have to be working. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them will be working. So you can put employed, you get. So I need you to come up with that and send them in by tomorrow, right? So just take out time and think about it. So that's for audience. You need to have a picture of who you are targeting. If you can do this very well, you'll be sought after. Because these are what decides the people that will see your advert. So if you are selling a house right now, I don't know a couple of us, I don't know our capabilities, right? But if they start saying going to Dubai 50 million, how many of us will even watch the ad, right? They are showing to the wrong people. I don't have any 50 million somewhere to drop right now. So if you're running ads, you want people, so you might, with that kind of ad, you might want to target people who have traveled more than 3 times in the last month, or that these guys have money. That's why they are traveling. Do you understand? So you want to consider all of those. So that's how you decide who are your target audience. Travel a lot. So for that kind of person, say travel a lot, um, enjoys weekend, maybe goes to club, or do you get some of those kind of things? Those are the little traits you need to add when defining your target audience. Think at how they are thinking. Do you get? So you need to go deep before we can really target them and say, Facebook, show my post, show my ad to this kind of people, right? So the next thing, placements, right? So when we start talking about placements, there's automatic placement, which I actually don't recommend for anybody. You should never do automatic placement. You should do manual, right? So earlier yesterday I was explaining to us how that Facebook and Instagram, Facebook bought Instagram, things have gotten better and easier, right? So you can see platforms here. When we're talking about placement, we're talking about where we want our ads to show, right? So you can see Facebook here, the Instagram, you can see Messenger, you can see audience network. So Facebook is our popular playground. Facebook, facebook.com. So if you show it on Facebook, right, and all of these are the options: Facebook news feed, Facebook marketplace, Facebook video feed, messenger inbox. So I know that you've seen some of those ads sometimes, right? That's why this is popping up. Um, Facebook group feed and all of that, right? So you can decide to say, oh, I want it to run on Instagram only, or I want it to run on Facebook only. I want it to run on Messenger only. Do you understand? So most times I don't do audience network. The thing is, there are some other networks that are kind of linked to Facebook that Facebook also take your ads, but I really don't do them. Most times I always remove audience network. But then we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Messenger, and all of that. So you can select and say I want it on this place, and I don't want it on this place, right? So that's for placement. And then we can talk about can see for Facebook stories, Instagram stories, and all of those. And the next thing will be budget, right? Budget and schedule. So because we chose traffic, just like I said, we are directing people somewhere. And I also explained to you that some of these, all of those objectives, we give you certain features, right? And they will charge you in certain ways. So for this traffic, when you see those ads for traffic, you will see learn more. And when you click it, will take you as if it's taking you to the website and then you see it, right? I know we are familiar with those kind of ads.
Very, very familiar.
So you can see it here. Landing page views, link clicks, impressions, and then daily unique reach. So you can decide and say this is how I want to be charged. But most times when I'm running traffic, I want them to charge me based on how many people are clicking the link. This one is landing page view, like when they just deliver to add to people who are more likely to click on the ad link and load the website or instant experience. So this is for that option. We deliver to people who are likely to click on them. So you see that these two, they are different, right? Landing page will put, just like I said, to people who are more vulnerable to clicking and viewing that your page you are sending them to. So that's for landing page. Link clicks, people who are likely to click. They can click, they may not follow, and don't just taking them away, will just come back. Impression, we deliver to as can you see that we deliver your ads to people as many times as possible. So this impression, and they charge you per 1,000 impression. So it can be that your ads was shown to a particular person 15 times or 50 times out of that 1,000. You get, so that's this impression. The reach is even if you show to that one person 50 times, it counts as once. Now I explained this yesterday, right? So that's for this. So you can pick, select. I always like select this or this, right? And then cost control, I always leave this blank. Don't worry, we'll go through all of this with an example. We'll run one example from top, but I'm just trying to explain the three levels, right? Then you talk about budget and schedule. Yes, you can schedule your ads. You can say, I want my ads to start from so time, so time. So, and then you can budget your ad. So this is it. So I always like to do lifetime budget because I don't want to do um daily budget, but it's still the same thing. More like if you say lifetime budget and you put, let's say, I hope you guys are actually following me. I always like a class that I have to speak and hear you guys talk, but then
We
I
can
just
actually
have
hear
to
you
let me
and
check
we're
which
following.
objective is best for sales. Okay, now say I'm just saying this. Which objective is best for sale? Try DM gives me amazing results, but with DM you have to do a serious work on your copies, like on your poster. I don't, but you guys just have to get used to those terms on your copy or your adverts. has to be catchy. You have to have done everything. So the person is just sending you a message. How much is it? Do you understand? Yeah. So that works better for me. I hope that answers that. So I'll just go ahead. So let's say we are putting 5,000 naira here. So when we say lifetime budget, if we are running the ads from today is 23rd, right? June to 23rd to Friday, that's 4 days, right? If we are running the ads for if we are running the ad for 4 days, okay, let me say for 5 days, that means the daily budget will be 1,000 naira per day. So Facebook automatically does the division for you. So to me, there is no point doing daily budget. I just like to put my lifetime budget. This is how much I want to spend, Jerry. Do you get? So I think we have less than 1 minute. Is it true?
Yes,
Say
please.
less than 1 minute.
Everyone will kindly join again.
Mr. Peter, something about it. So that's, and then you see me adjusting the dates, right? So I want my how long I want my just adjust it from what time to what time. You can fix a time too, right? You want 7 p.m. I want to end so day, so time. Do you understand? And then once you are done, you proceed, right?